Let's do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hesitation Station podcast. I am Jay, along with my co-host Tank. How's it going, buddy?
Peace, love, and chicken grease, my dude.
Bruh, you are okay.
I'm a fat man. I want some fried chicken.
That's
Actually,
true.
I just really want chicken.
Everybody, I told y'all last week that we had a very special episode this week. So we're going to keep our promise to you. So if you guys want to sit down, relax, and enjoy and just carry on into a sweet
My wayward son. Okay, I'm sorry.
You messed it up. Thank you. If you want to just carry on into a sweet life, everybody give it up for Miss Kim Rhodes, or as we like to call her, Miss Mama Kim. Or Mama Kim.
Mama Kim. How you doing?
Ladies, hi.
How are you?
It's so nice.
I'm good. It is warm, but I have air conditioning, so I feel good about life.
Same. We got air conditioning. Well, Tank does not have air conditioning.
I have air conditioning. It's just not good air conditioning.
Well, how you been? How you been doing?
I'm good. I don't know if anything, just traveling the world, getting to hug people, which is how I got to meet you in the first place. So
yeah,
I am living my best life.
We met you over at LouisianaCon, right?
Yep.
How did you enjoy that?
I loved it. And I had no idea that I would be one of the non-Louisianans who has developed such a passionate experience with boudin.
Boudin is some good stuff.
Oh my
I've never
gosh.
had it.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you're not an organ meat person, it's not going to be your jam. But if you like chicken liver,
That sounds gross. Chicken liver?
Oh my God. It was good.
See, I'm not a fan of organ meat either, but you put it in boudin. I don't know what they do to it, but boudin is
seasoning.
It is magic. So yeah. That was my takeaway from LouisianaCon is, I like boudin.
Oh, I mean, they make good food over there. I can't hold them to it. They make really good food.
Yeah.
So we met each other at LouisianaCon. And what have you been doing since then? Like, you've been still going to cons?
I pretty much exclusively. I have a day job where I work for an online company. Basically, I do online stuff, and I go to conventions. So like I said, that's my life. Is I get to hug people and tell them they're beautiful, and go home.
I just want you to know, because, when you have people in line, you can't talk to people like yourself or voice actors or stuff like that. You got to keep the line moving. I want you to know that you made me and Tank, like, we had to hold it because we were about to break down, because you told me that you were proud of me, and you just like took that time out to tell me that I'm proud of you. And I was just like, please don't cry the entire time.
I have to, I say it a lot because I am 55 years old. I have lived a lot of life. And I think something that is missing in the dialogue I see with people who are younger than I am is just a validation of how hard this is. Like, we set this expectation of success that looks like things that have nothing to do with our heart. It has to do with ego and the world and outside input that appears to know our inside realities. When honestly, getting up and being willing to have a feeling is a success.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that I am the most passionate about doing is telling people, I am proud of you. You are doing a good job at a really hard thing. And when you come to a convention, you're showing up to have feelings. Done. You win.
Yeah.
You're having feelings. You win. I'm proud of you. So that is something that I say a lot because so many people don't know that this is actually a hard thing we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Just living, being human.
Absolutely.
Between you and Doug Jones, I've cried a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cathartic. It cleans the feelings come out of your eyes. They aren't always sad. and they are never weakness, right? I have a lot of
Right.
people
Yeah.
going, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm crying." I'm like, "What? The best gift you can give me is evidence that we have connected and that you are having feelings." So
Maybe I
never
should cry then.
apologize.
That is a beautiful way to look at it, because a
It
lot of
really
people,
is.
the way that they're raised up, it's you don't show weakness, and crying is a big show of weakness. I mean, that's how it was when we were kids, and it's slowly turning around, and I mean, it's nice.
My
Especially for
theory on
guys.
that, well, yes,
Yeah.
especially for guys. And my theory
Yeah.
on that is there's this concept that your feelings are my job. And if you're feeling bad, I am failing at my job to make you feel good.
Right.
So stop feeling bad. So stop it. Don't be weak. This is not a bad thing. Your feelings are not, stop it. And if all of us just gave ourselves permission to not make another person's feelings our job, if I could just look at you and go, yeah, it hurts when you fall down. You're going to get back up. But however long you have to stay down, you stay down. And it's not my job to make it stop hurting. Then we could just sit with people through their feelings and not tell them stop having them because I can't fix them. They're not broken.
I mean, yeah.
Right? Do either of you tend to do that with your partners? Where like you're uncomfortable with other people's feelings?
Yes,
Because you
I
can't
will
make
admit
them
that.
better.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause, like my wife, she cries, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
I get upset, and that's on me, and I'm working on it. And me and my wife have worked on it, and I've gotten a lot better. But it's still sometimes, she'll be upset about something. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Right? And if I can't do something, I have failed.
Yeah.
That is a big signal that I see given to specifically male identifying people is to love you, I must alter your experience to be positive. And if I can't do that, then stop fucking having that experience.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, Kim. She has a potty mouth.
Oh,
so
God.
stop fucking cussing.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Damn it, Jay, quit!
I'm just kidding. You can cuss on here. We're fine.
Okay, good. Okay.
But no, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like that's pretty much where I'm at with my wife. But like I said, we've gotten better, and things have gotten better, and we're going 6 years together, so we're making it.
Well, that's another thing. Like, far be it from me to tell somebody what to do and how to do it, because half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But a lot of, I think the problem is, especially these days, everybody wants to feel, and I'm probably going to catch some flack for this, but everybody wants to feel special. I'm cool with that. If you, do stuff that makes it where you feel like you're on top of the world, my boy, you're on top of the world. That's great. But how you feel, like if you're sad, yeah, I'll help out. If you're mad, I'll help you figure out what it is you're mad about. But the only person in control of your feelings is you.
Yeah.
I can't do anything other than point you in a direction. And if you don't go that direction, that's on you. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't get that.
Well, there's a fine line between taking responsibility for consequences of my actions. Like when I do something that has unintended consequences, and one of those consequences is you're hurt because I didn't consider your perspective, I absolutely will apologize. I absolutely will own it. I will go, wow, but it's not my job to then make you feel better because my actions had unintended consequences. I will show up. I will make amends. I will do everything I can to accept responsibility, but I can't cross into the territory of it's my job.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's our place either to automatically assume that we know people's feelings. Like if I'm doing something and it pisses you off and I don't know and you don't tell me, how can I fix my issue when I don't know it's an issue.
He just slaps me in the back of the head and tells me to get over it.
That's an interesting. We're gonna go there apparently. Okay, that's an interesting statement because yes and no. Because on the flip side, what can come from that is do my emotional labor for me. How am I supposed to know that commenting nice rack when we're talking about a bunch of pamphlets up on the board might hurt your feelings if you don't tell me? We have a responsibility to educate ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have a responsibility to empathize. So it's not always the other person's job to say, don't touch my hair, that's offensive. It's my job to be like, oh, I don't have a right to touch your body unless I ask for consent. Right, noted. So I think that again, it's a fine line. But if it's a one-on-one where, I correct somebody and what they hear me say is you're doing it wrong and you're stupid, they need to come to me and say, hey, the way you just stated that fact, I received in a painful way, and I get to go, oh, fuck balls. That wasn't my intention. Right. Sorry. You're not stupid. I just think it would be more productive if we did it this way. And then I don't follow up by going, you idiot. That's helpful. Or
you could just do like Bobby, you idiot. Nah.
Idiot. I'm sorry. Were there normal questions you wanted?
Yeah. Look, this is perfect.
No, this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is a good conversation. We are having a blast. Because we haven't talked deep about stuff like this. We usually just go into what people have done and stuff like that, and it's like we've never had these conversations. I don't think we've ever asked these questions. We don't want to offend anybody, but
I'm retired. I live in the middle of the country. I play with goats in my free time. I am autistic. My world consists of me peeling away the layers of social programming that always made me fucking miserable. I don't want to talk about my job. I did it. You saw it. If you have questions, questions. But I don't fucking care about my job. I care about whether or not you're happy and if I have any experience to help you move through the world to be happier. That's what I fucking care about.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I guess
probably more people thought like that.
Anyway, I totally agree. Let's talk about let's go into real questions, I guess.
Okay.
How many goats do you have?
I don't have any. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 All right. Okay. So here's
because I've seen quite a few videos of you playing with goats and chickens and everything. I'm like, oh my god, that's fun.
Oh my god. Okay. So I have always somewhat famously loved goats. Like when I lived in the city in an apartment, I would talk about how much I love goats, and then goat yoga started, and people would give me goat stuff, and
whoa. Did you just say goat yoga?
Yeah, there is such a fucking thing as goat yoga. Just goats. I loved goats. So then I moved to the country. And what I have learned is the best way to have goats is to not have them. I own 2 dogs and 2 cats and 3 fish. That's it. I work at an animal sanctuary 4 days a week where they have a lot of goats and chickens and pigs and a sheep and horses and ducks and 2 turkeys. And then they don't eat the siding off of my house to get to the insulation on the inside, which they also eat. Then they don't have weird diseases that come from eating stupid shit that I don't know if they're sick or if they're just being dramatic. Then goats are difficult and destructive. They are chaotic forces of nature. I don't own any of them.
I'm a cow, sir. Get it right? So we have a thing that we're in a group. Okay. We are called the Space Bitches. And I'm a space cow. We each have a tattoo on our leg. I got a space cow. He has a
space duck.
Space duck. His wife has a space bat, and my wife has a space kitty.
The whole spiel it was me, him, and our buddy Will, and we were playing video games, and somehow the conversation got turned to Star Wars and how they're going through light speed, and like Darth Vader's at the helm, and they're going through light speed, and you just see a duck come through in light speed and just hit the windshield, and it's just like, what? And Darth Vader's just like, was that a duck?
So you're gonna have to explain to Darth Vader, hey, we just
Yeah.
There was a space duck sucked into the warp drive. We're really sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry, man. It won't happen again.
We're sorry.
Ducks. What are you gonna do?
I want to tell you something
Yes.
because I'm going to clarify this on our recording right now, Mr.
Okay.
Tank. All right, when I went up to you in Louisiana, did I make you feel bad at all when I went up to you?
He's talking about how you gave him an autograph, and then you gave me that lovely autograph over there with a short story, and then he came back with the whole, you gave him a short story, and all I got was a, okay, thanks, bye.
This is a great thing of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You are not in charge of my feelings. I am grateful that I have the power of choice today. And so I get to choose that everybody has good intentions, including me. So when I do the best I can and somebody goes, meh, I could go, oh, okay. How can I amend that? I don't waste time in the, oh, I feel bad, so I shall change my behavior. I get to go, oh, okay. Not for 1 second did I feel bad. What I got was new information, so I could behave in a different way. And I fucking love it when somebody tells me how I can love them better. That's beautiful. And then it's my choice as to whether or not to do it. So I get to be like, oh, okay, I see that. I can adapt. It is my choice if I can. Or there's times when somebody goes, you could love me better by da-da-da. And I'm like, that's not something I feel comfortable doing. I still trust that I'm doing the best I can. And I have done my best to help you feel loved.
You did 100%. Like I still have both of them to this day, so you don't have to worry.
I had mine framed.
I have definitely
and you got a fancy frame too.
No, I have had a number of people that are like, you didn't meet my expectations. And sometimes I can stop and say, you're right. I'm in a rush. I didn't focus on you. I didn't see you in this moment. Let me back up and be present with you. And then there's other times where I'm like, I have the expectations of 200 people in line behind you as well, that I am trying to do the best I can with. I am proud of you. I love you, but also here is my boundary.
Yeah. Understandable. I mean, I'm glad you have that, because a lot of people come up and they're like, hey, I need you to sign like 5 different things because I'm going to sell 4 of them and just keep 1 of them.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it kind of goes with me right now. Like, I could technically sell the one you gave me first because it's JSA'd and everything, but
I
don't
want
want
money for it. Trust me.
Oh, well, you're worth it to me. So screw the people that want to buy it. But yeah,
I ain't selling shit. It's mine.
Like, I mean, I could, but I don't want to, because the experience I had with you was worth it to me. So and you know, a lot of people go up to these voice actors, these actors, and they always apologize. I've said this on different episodes before. They apologize. They're like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm about to be done. Let me just talk to him. I'm like, dude, I'm never going to steal your spotlight. I will have my 5 minutes when you're done.
And it is up to us to make sure that boundary is solid. Like for me, I don't think I'm selling an autograph at those things. What I'm selling is the moment between us. And the autograph is the memory of the moment.
Yep.
If I'm not willing to commit to the exchange, I shouldn't fucking be selling an autograph. But at the same time, I get to say this is an exchange. a lot of people look at what I do and go, well, it's not costing you anything. How come I have to pay for it? It's like, it's costing me energy and presence and commitment because I believe in what I'm doing. So if somebody's going to come up and be like, could you also just sign these 5 other things? Because like, come on, you don't have a line. Why can't you just? But no, I'm also supporting people. I'm paying my rent this way. I'm paying my agent this way. I'm funding the fact that the convention brought me in and they are making money off of me. No, I won't.
Yeah.
But I love you.
Yeah. That's the worst kind. Like I would rather somebody be mad instead of just be like, no, but I love you. And then that would be worse. Like that would make me feel worse.
Well, again, it's that like sometimes people have expectations of me that literally have nothing to do with me. It has to do with what they've attached, my place in this. Like I've been meaning to make a video of this. I have my residuals from the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody someplace for an entire year. And I think they came out to $97. And it's 19 pages of airings, double-sided. Some of them are negative. Some of them are like -7 cents. I'm like, I paid you? But there's people that have this idea that, oh, you have this attachment to wealth, so why do you need more money?
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me? That's a whole nother story. What are your other normal questions? I'm sorry. I have had caffeine and I am neurodivergent. I will just talk forever.
You want to go get caffeine? I mean,
no, I have. I've had too much.
Oh,
she's saying she's in the caffeine well. She like dove head first.
I did.
I too have water.
See, I should have water. Hydrate. That's good.
And that I agree with what you're saying because the first autograph you gave me, that's why I'm not selling it. Not because of the money, not because of anything. It's because that was the first time you went up to me and said, "I'm proud of you," and that's when you almost made me cry. That because of that experience. That's why I don't want to get rid of it. And it's just like I can't. Like I that was the first time I've ever almost cried at a con. So. But yeah, fun fact for you guys. I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, why'd you give Tank such a lovely message?" And she grabs another one and she starts writing this novel.
She goes, "Fuck off! I'm doing this."
Yeah, so I look at our friend Stephanie was the handler for Humble, and I'm like, "Stephanie, do I pay for this? I don't mind pay for this."
What's happening?
And Kim looks up. She's like, "You hold the fuck on. I'm doing this." As she's signing, like, angrily. I was just...
And see, that's, I think, is one of the beautiful things because, so we've been, even before we did the podcast, we used to go to cons. Mm-hmm. Granted, they weren't as far spread out as they are now since we're working them. But, we've met a ton of different people, like voice actors and all this. And I can say without a doubt my top 3 that I've met are you, Doug Jones, and Jason David Frank. Because each one that I, like when I met JDF and when I met Doug Jones and when we met you in Louisiana, my expectations for when I go and meet somebody are, "Hey, how you doing?" They sign it, we shake hands, and then I dip. Because I know that there's 200-300 people behind me. And while I would love to sit and talk and get to know you and all that jazz, it's not really time management friendly.
Yeah. Because
you're only there for a set time. You've got panels. You have to have a break to go get something to eat, so forth and so on. But when I met you and when we met Doug Jones and when we met JDF, it clicked. Granted, we weren't there for half an hour talking, but, that 5-10 minutes that we got, it felt like Cloud 9. Because it wasn't just a, "Hey, how you doing?" It was a, "Hey, did you eat today? Are you having a good day?" It felt personal. And I love it when that happens.
There are some, Carrie Elwes, I stood in line to get a selfie with Carrie Elwes. For those of you who don't know, Wesley in The Princess Bride. And he was so, like, it wasn't a long time. There wasn't, I go mute, so I can't do small talk anyway. I'm like, hi.
Sounds.
It's generally, but just someone who shows up. Like, you can tell people who are someplace else mentally when you're in front of them. And sometimes you can't help that. Sometimes somebody's dog is in the hospital, or they didn't get any sleep, or they haven't eaten that day, or just something's up and their brain is elsewhere. But when people are present, it is such a gift to those of us who love them. And I really admire, because somebody like Carrie Elways doesn't have to be present. Fucking Carrie Elways, you don't have to be present. You can just take a selfie with me, and I'm like, I did the thing. But like David Tennant, he doesn't have to be present, and he's so, Richard Dean Anderson, Amanda Tapping, like, you just feel love coming off of them. So I try to learn from people that I encounter, and I'm like, what makes this special for people?
Absolutely. I would love to meet David Tennant, by the way.
Oh,
I
cried.
I
went in the hallway and cried after I met him.
I mean, he is the Doctor, so I mean, among a lot of more things, but anyway, we're so ADHD. It's great. So let's go back in time real quick. Let's talk about the Sweet Life. Okay. How was that? How was working with Dylan and Cole and everybody like that, and Mr. Mosley and all them?
Our set was, I didn't know how good we had it. It was so exquisite. There was not a single person on that stage who didn't genuinely have the well-being of the whole family as their top priority. Dylan and Cole very quickly realized that they might have been the youngest ones on set, but they also held a great deal of power. One of my favorite stories is Phil Lewis, who played Mr. Mosby. He talked to them because he was kind of like, all right, Kim, you and I have to teach him how it goes. I'm like, I've never fucking done this. I don't know what I'm doing. And Phil's like, great. Okay. So school time is on me. And one of the things he talked to them about was, when you are the stars of a show, you will never get fired. You are not going to be. So you take the bullet. It doesn't matter whose fault the problem was. You take the bullet. And Dylan and Cole very quickly incorporated that into how they moved through the stage. They never blamed prop problems on that. They never blamed line problems on another actor. They weren't blamers, which for a 12-year-old boys to not be like, I pressed the button, it didn't fucking blow up like it was supposed to blow up. They were unbelievable. And then Brenda and Ashley were so, like, it is very hard for teenage girls in the easiest of circumstances to have an awareness beyond ourselves. And I say myself because I was a very closed, all about my experience teenage girl. And Brenda and Ashley were the most generous, loving. Like, Ashley Tisdale held my hand. I have social anxiety. And we did a red carpet, and everybody wanted Ashley because she was Ashley Tisdale. Yeah. And somebody said, can you just step over here for a second so that we can get a picture without you? And she said, no, I'm holding Kimmy's hand.
Oh.
And it was and that was the thing, is that they did things so automatically that they didn't even think about, that were so big to me. And I didn't have the capacity at the time to express it. So I love being able to talk about it now and just talk about the kindness and the courage that these two young women had moving through the world. They were incredible. So yeah, I had it good. And then Phil was just this solid, unflappable, in spite of anything he was experiencing. He showed me what it was to have a work ethic, to not take things personally, to find a way to get the job done and not expect a parade afterwards, because I always wanted a parade when I saved the day. And Phil, I just like, he was truly the quiet leader on the set. So yeah, that's what it was like. I learned a lot. I was only 32 when I got the job. Like, Dylan and Cole are almost the same age as I was when I played their mother.
How does that make you feel?
It gives me a lot of compassion for myself, because I wasn't the person I wish I were.
Yeah.
Then. And now I'm able to be like, well, honey, you were 32. You had so much going on. Like, there were ways that I wish I also could have shown up that I didn't. And I can have compassion with myself instead of being like, oh, Kim, you fucking bitch. Why didn't you help so-and-so when so-and-so was dead? And it's like, I did the best I could.
Yeah. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I'm 31 right now, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like,
we don't know. That's what I'm saying when I said first. This is a hard thing. Life is a hard thing. It's okay that we don't know the answers. We haven't been taught them yet.
Right. And by the time we are taught them, we're like, well, I'm 80 now.
I turn 37 next month, and I'm surprised I've gotten this far.
Right? Yeah. We are all just ducks with our little feet going so fast. So up above, we're like, yeah, I got this. No.
I don't know if you're familiar with shit. I guess shit. I don't know if you're familiar with like Dark Souls, like video games. Like, have you ever heard of them or anything like that?
Tell me more. I have slept since I would have heard about it, so everything goes out my brain. Tell me more. So
it's basically, they are very hard, difficult games without you ever adjusting the slider. Like, there is no slider to adjust it. You go in there and it's hard mode, and you gotta grind just to get stronger. So I'm a big fan of Dark Souls and all this stuff right here. I don't know if you're gonna see it, but
Wait, hold that up again. I need my readers. I need your readers. Go.
All right, you can see it right here.
Oh, it's, okay.
Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, and they are all very difficult games. And I kind of picture life like that. You know, we kind of spawned in, and there is no adjuster. It's just hard.
I'm hitting circle the entire time.
I'm dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm feel that life is like. I'm dodging, or I'm fighting a big boss that I'm doing multiple times over and over. So, but anyway, I'm sorry.
That's the beautiful thing, though. You learn as you go. You know, you might not have the skills for the problem you're facing now, but as time goes, you learn what you need. And, you know, if you're ever put in a spot where you can help somebody else with that same kind of problem, you know, now whether or not they listen to you, that's on them, but you have the experience.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Everything makes sense in the rearview mirror. But
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. Everybody's plate is full. Nobody wakes up and generally is like, oh, yeah, I totally could take more problems on. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah. Maybe rich people? I don't know.
I think they just have different problems. I don't know. I know a few rich people, and they seem to also have problems still.
Well, let's talk, because we keep talking about this for days, about feelings and everything, because again, we haven't had this before. So it's
a nice change of pace.
It's a nice change of pace.
Oh my God, we let mom into the party, and this is what happens.
Right. So let's go.
I ain't mad about it.
Right. Let's go into what everybody, I think, is here for, because everybody that I've told about this episode because I've been super excited about this. I showed them a picture and they're like,
You didn't tell me we could tell people.
Oh yeah, I told people. Anyway, I showed
this whole time he's like, it's gonna be a surprise, and he's out there telling people.
It's a surprise to our listeners. I've been telling like coworkers and stuff. There's a big difference. So I showed them a picture. I showed them a picture of you, and they're like, "Oh, that's Sheriff Jody." So everybody knows you from. I mean, I knew you from Sweet Life, but everybody knows you obviously from Supernatural. And you are. I'm proud to say you are the first Supernatural cast member to ever come on here. Which I did not think that would happen. You know, because I've reached out to Ruth and Rob, and of course, you know, I've reached out to Jensen and Jared, which that will never happen. But you know, I was excited about this. Like, this is a super, because I'm a big Supernatural fan, so I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have somebody from Supernatural, and everybody knew who you were as soon as I showed them.
Okay, ask me the Supernatural questions then. What do you want to know?
So going into Supernatural, tell me about the set. Tell me what was it like on the set? I know you shared a little bit of it online and stuff like that.
Well, I did not know I was ever coming back. I was used to, for a long time, it was possible for an actor to make a living as a guest star. So I would just do a week here, a week there, a week here, a week there. And I was familiar with Supernatural. My sister watched it a lot. I watched it a little bit. And the audition was the scene where Jody discovers that her son has eaten her husband's intestines. Yeah. So as you do. So just like the peak. And there were 8 of us. We went straight to the callback because I knew the casting director. And there were 8 of us sitting around, and we were all different flavors. Like, I can usually tell when I walk in the room and we all look exactly the same. I'm like, oh, I see what they're going for. They had no idea the visual they were looking for. I was like, oh, okay. So that's telling already. And then the casting director walked past, and one of the women said, are we doing the whole scene? Because the scene went through to like the gunshot, where Sam says in the audition scene, Sam offered Jody the gun so that she gave Jody the choice of whether or not she was going to shoot her kid or he was. And she said, are we going through the whole scene? And he said, yeah. And she goes, you can't do this in an audition. And he just went, Supernatural. And he kept on walking. And that was the moment I went, oh, this is mine. This is mine for the losing. I don't have to, because I was ready. I have a tendency as an actor to be too much, and then they pull me back. Yeah. I was like, oh, we get to bring all the too much. We get to bring all the too much. And I got the job. And, but I didn't think it was good. And it was John Showalter's first episode. He then he was on the directing as long as I was. And we clicked. We got it. It was the first time in my life that they wanted second time. I'll take that back. There was another show that I was on where they were like, you just do your thing, you're fine. But they wanted all of it. Yeah. And then when they called me back again, I was a little like, do you have the right number? I don't, me?
Surprise.
Because on every show I've ever done, pretty much, they're always like, oh, it would be so great to have you back. And I very quickly learned as an actor to go, that would be nice. And then to fucking not expect it. And then it turned into, so then a couple years went by where I was like, oh, you're doing a thing. And then the character Bobby was due to get killed off. And Jim talked to me, and I was like, oh, then I'm definitely not coming back, because Jody and Bobby were a thing, and they were moving towards us being a thing. And if Bobby's not around, why the hell would Jody be around? Well, then they really made Jody a thing. And it got to the point where whenever they called to check my availability, I was like, are you killing me this time? You have to tell me if you're going to kill me. At some point, you need to tell me before I get the script if you're going to kill me. and they never killed me.
Nah, I don't think you ever died.
Bam.
I died fake. I fake died once in a fantasy when vampire Dean ripped my throat out.
Yeah.
But
How was that?
That was a fake fantasy. Spoiler alert! If nobody
Spoiler.
Surprise.
I mean, it's been a couple years, but
yeah, if that was a spoiler, then what the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah. Me and
I have ADD and get distracted really
Right?
easily.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah. So yes, I fake died, but I never realized.
Me and my buddy Will, we make fun of it sometimes. Like we'll go into a room together. And can't believe I'm telling you this, but we'll go into a room and I'll be like, Will. He's like, yeah. Sam, and he'll be like, and we just go back and forth. And I'm like, supernatural wrapped in a bow. That is it. Yep. And we'll do that. I'll probably do that tonight when I see him. So, but yeah, what can you tell me? First off, can you tell me how it felt to die? I've always wanted to know that, like behind Hollywood scenes.
Well, let's see here. That time was eventful because Jensen Ackles was on top of me, so that was very distracting. That was challenging to die when all of my cells are like, I'm so alive right now. It's like my upper lip is sweating. I don't think corpses sweat. This is disturbing. I got beat up a lot. And that was something that the producers actually had a conversation with me early on. They're like, we feel bad beating up a girl. And I went, I'm going to stop you right the fuck there. Jodi's a sheriff and she's a hunter. If you don't beat me up, you are depriving me of my power. You are saying that I can't take it. You are saying Jodi is not enough of a threat to be killed. That is insulting and that is misogynistic. Fucking bring it. Also, my elbows hyperextend, so you should probably break my arms a lot. And that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, look, you were one of my favorite characters, but I will tell you right now, the Kim Rhodes that I see, that I know, I did not expect it. Because, like, you know, Jodi's, you know, hardened, and she's also caring and compassionate. And then we have Kim. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. Like,
yeah, Jodi and Carrie and Kim are all drastically different. Jodi took a lot of, Kim does a lot of projecting to make sure you know my intentions. You make sure that you know what's going on, because I understand that I don't speak human very well, and so I do a lot of worrying about you. But I like that about myself. I'm a caretaker. I got mom energy. Jodi doesn't expend her energy unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Jodi is not easily shocked. She is non-judgmental because she's seen it all. And she understands that at any second she might need that energy she just expended having feelings to stay alive. So she's not big.
Yeah.
But she shows up. Kim also freezes or runs, and Jodi shoots. And so I find that very admirable. I am not someone who would confront a threat with get rid of the threat. I confront the threat with, if I can't make it have feelings, then I will just disappear or let it kill me.
Well, how was it working with everybody on set? Like, how was it working with Jim and Jensen and Misha and all them?
I had one scene ever with Misha. So that was not my jam. Jensen and Jared were, like Dylan and Cole, very aware caretakers. They knew that it starts at the top and comes down. So they were very conscious of creating an environment where everybody could do their best. And they would ask, what do you need? The one time Jensen directed me, oh my God, I love this moment. So Jensen's an actor, right? So he's an actor's director. And he pulls me aside. He doesn't do this in note session because notes happen in front of everybody. So any changes the crew is aware of, and if you're going to move. But Jensen pulled me aside for this. He's like, hey, Kim, this one line right here. No. What are you doing with it? And I said, because I love Jensen and because I don't know how to lie. I said, I'm saying it really fast because I don't know why I'm saying it. He goes, and that's exactly what it looks like. So let me he goes, let me remind you of this fact. And he didn't tell me how to say the line. He reminded me of the thought that impelled the line. So I had a reason to say it instead of just like, I don't know, I'm just going to say this and get past this one. Maybe no one will notice. So it was really, it was an environment that was hard. Yeah. It was a lot like we were outside and it was late and you're working like it was physically taxing. And so everybody did their best to make sure that we could do our jobs as well as possible.
Yeah.
That was important.
We're getting to you soon. My wife has never seen it. So we're rewatching Supernatural and we are on season 5 right now. Are close to ending. There. Yeah, you're almost there. We're close to finishing it right now. So once that happens, I think you come in at
still got like 10 seasons.
No, she comes in like middle of season 6, right?
Nope, 5. I'm in 5.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm in 5.
We're almost there.
Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid is my first.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm there at least once a season for the rest of the show.
Yeah. All the way to what? Season 14, right?
Yeah.
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 I wish they would.
Oh,
go ahead.
A lot, but the rest is Jody. You wish they would what?
I wish they would I guess put a bow on you. Like they didn't really. They kind of just after your last one, they just kind of drifted away to Sam and Dean being like, all right, so y'all guys are gonna die. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
that was COVID. I was supposed to have a much larger presence in the last episode.
Yeah.
But that would have required 2 weeks of quarantine at that point, and they didn't have the money to do it. And it was not the farewell that was intended for either the show or a lot of the characters. So yeah, Jody, I remember when it was my last episode, and I knew in my heart that it was the last time you were going to see Jody. And I told Richard Spate, because he was directing the episode, I was like, so this is it? This is my big goodbye. I just walk up the stairs like, hey, the children are happy. That's what we're doing. He's like, this isn't the last time we're going to see you. And I said, this is the last time you're going to see Jody. And he was like, it isn't. It's like, it fucking is. So I went up the stairs and I turned around, and I think this was in rehearsal. Don't think I did it when the cameras were rolling because I was afraid this would come back and haunt me. I turned around and I flashed everybody, and then I left.
And they're like, yeah, I think we need to go ahead and get her off of the show.
I had so many undergarments, nobody was traumatized. It was fine. They were just like 18 other layers. That's fine.
That is fucking perfect. I love that. How was I guess the last, unless Tank, you got some questions for Supernatural, but my last Supernatural question is, how was working with Eric? Was he present when you were around?
Kripke,
yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm like, Eric left right after I got there.
Okay.
And so, no, I didn't ever have a relationship with Eric Kripke, but I think he's a fucking genius, and I love him, and I hope I do get to work with him someday. I would come out of retirement for Eric Kripke. I mean, I know I'm retired and I have goats and everything that aren't mine, but I think somebody else could water them if Eric Kripke wanted me for some reason.
Yeah.
She's got goats on loan.
Yeah. Yeah. My loaned goats would have to fend for themselves for a while if he needed me.
Yeah. So
I have questions, but it's not about Supernatural. I think
returning.
I think Jay pretty much covered that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
So as we all know, you were in Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. You know, a bunch of other Disney stuff. I found out not too long ago that you're actually in one of my favorite Disney movies, but they were mean and they cut all your scenes.
Oh!
Sky High.
Okay.
I've watched that movie so many times.
I don't think she likes Sky High.
No. Okay. Are there like outtakes? Are there scenes in the extras where I am?
I haven't seen anything, but you played Elasticali, Professor Elast.
I don't remember anything.
It was a fever dream.
So many people have asked me about that, and I'm like, I would remember meeting Wonder Woman.
Right?
I literally do not understand how I have that credit. And if anybody has outtakes or deleted scenes that I was in that they could send me so that I could be like, oh God, that's what that was. I have literally no recollection of that at all. Now when I first moved to Los Angeles, I was doing a lot of things that I didn't understand, but I don't think I was actually in that movie. Sorry.
Well, they lied to me then.
I know, but they've lied to me. It's on my IMDb, and I'm like, I don't.
Now
I don't know.
I don't know what it was.
I know you were in
one.
Beethoven.
Yeah, I've got the IMDb pulled up, and there's a lot.
Were you in Beethoven? Do you remember that?
Was I in what?
Beethoven.
Yes, I was in Beethoven's Christmas Adventure.
Okay.
That was Beethoven 5, I think, and that was the one where Beethoven talked.
Oh.
And yes,
wait,
we shot
Beethoven talked?
Yes, he does. He gets a magic candy cane that makes him able to speak because an elf has run away from Santa's workshop or disappeared. I don't really remember.
Huh.
But yes, I do remember that one because we shot it in Winnipeg and it was cold.
I do not remember him talking. I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, that's a Christmas movie. Christmas.
Now, you have one. I saw a post about it the other day. It's coming out to a film festival soon. HR Lady.
Ooh.
Can you tell me about that one?
Yes. So that's a short film that I did. A friend of mine that I went to, he was in undergrad when I was in grad school. So he was like, I have this idea for a short film. And it is fucking uncomfortable. It's a short film. It's a bottle episode about the HR lady and a young woman who has a complaint against a male coworker. And it is all questions and no answers. It is one of those things where you're like, but what's right? And the guy who made the film is like, yes, exactly. What's right? And I was like, oh fuck. And it made me so uncomfortable because I wanted answers. I wanted to know who was good, who was bad. What's the point? What's not the point? And ultimately what matters, what should matter to me, as opposed to watching the film and going, what does matter to me? Oh, it's fucking uncomfortable. So yes, it is taking on the issue of sexual harassment and assault and what makes something valid, what makes something an experience, and what makes something the truth. So yeah, that is showing at LA film festivals in another couple weeks, I think.
Okay. Well, I hope it works out for you, and I hope it brings out a message that people can understand.
Well, it's going to bring out some conversations, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I am ready for them because I have conversations about it too.
She said, "I'm locked and loaded. Let's go." Sorry, he's sick. He's a sicky guy.
I'm getting over it finally.
I love how you've come on here and you have answered our questions and you've mommed us. Like, you can't say she hasn't mommed us. We talked about it for like 20 minutes.
This is honestly, this is probably my favorite episode.
Yeah.
And that's including the one with Zordon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you like Power Rangers, or does your daughter like Power Rangers?
No. Okay. So my daughter is autistic and loves with the burning passion of 1,000 fiery suns. And her first attachment in life was Bert and Ernie. Mm-hmm. And then she went through like pretty much anything robotic. So the Wildcrats, the Rescue Bots. Then we moved into Iron Man. And then she discovered Supernatural.
Oh, no.
But not me.
Yeah.
I'm still an idiot. And she hates the fact that I had at one point access to her hyper focus. So we walk the dance. We have 2 6-foot-tall cardboard cutouts of Jared and Jensen in her room. That's not fucking weird at all.
Yeah. Sorry.
She talks to them. She carries them around. She occasionally will put Jared in our bathroom. So I'll walk in to go to the bathroom and there's my friend who's apparently just finished taking a piss himself. I'm like, So I'm sorry. What was the question that I'm answering?
Do they know?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she made Misha a plate at one of those paint your own pottery. So she made Misha a plate. She crocheted Jensen a scarf. Oh yeah, they are. And fucking Misha, who is chaotic good personified, had a bunch of like stuff sent to her for Christmas. So now she's like, oh, it's on. So she's got it. So she is apparently she is a dean. She is a CAS-coded dean girl who loves Sam. That there's a ranking system apparently. So I'm learning a lot about fandom because now I live with one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have a coding. You have a connection and you have a love interest.
Okay. I see. I can only speculate from what I see online. Like I know from what I've seen online, Misha is very, Sam, Dean, something's going on, blah, and he's like that. But in real life, he's apparently just a jokester, from what I've heard.
He is Loki.
He's Loki.
If Loki loved humanity, he would be Misha Collins.
So he's my wife's cat. Got it.
Yes. Yeah. He's very feline.
He has a cat. Let me clarify.
My wife has a cat. It's a small fluffy white cat with like gray on the ears and tail, and she named it Loki.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go. I had to clarify that. I wasn't calling anybody a name or anything.
Well, there are plenty of cats in this world who are named Cat Steele. I am aware of that. Yes.
Cat Steele. That's a good one. That's what if I get a cat, that's what it's gonna be. Cat Steele. There we go.
You don't want the ones you got.
I don't. I got 3 of them, and only because I wanted to make my wife happy. Because like one of them came up to her, she's like, "This is my spirit animal," and I'm like, "Fine, whatever." And then the second one was from a pregnancy, and I fell in love with him, and he's fucking adorable. But he yells in like 3 o'clock at night.
Oh yes, what is it about the 3 to 4 range?
Like I'm like
it's the witching hour.
I slowly going through my phone, and all I hear is Marshmallow. That's his name. Marshmallow go, "Meow," and I'm like, oh my god, dude, shut up.
Yeah, mine gets. And what's the third? Who's the third?
So there's Bellatrix, which is the spirit animal, Marshmallow, which is the pregnancy, and then there's Civvy, which we found in our buddy Will's Honda Civic.
Oh yeah, the cat. That's the cat distribution system at work.
Yeah. And Civvy is Marshmallow's mom, and then Bellatrix just came out of the woods randomly.
No, you were stuck.
Surprise.
Yeah. I mean, just because I wanted to make my wife happy. That's now I got 3 cats and 2 dogs. So, and you heard them. You heard Kato and BB. Kato's a big black. What is it? Cocker Spaniel mixed with the black lab, and then BB. And then BB is BB's a crackhead. He's a little Yorkie. He's a Yorkie that looks like he just got done doing a bunch of crack. Yeah, pretty much.
That dog is something else.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
He's gonna go get him.
Hey, the babies! Come here!
Hey, look, there's BB. That's BB.
There's the babies. Skabow!
That's the crackhead dog.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're too good.
Yeah, this is BB. He looks like he just got done doing crack, as you can tell.
He's so good, you don't at all. You're so handsome. You're so handsome.
Dude, why are you gonna... Okay, now he's gonna do this.
Daddy!
He wrapped himself around me.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
He's like, don't leave me.
Daddy!
Okay.
It's back. Hi, baby.
Okay, you could just edit that out. That's fine.
No, we're gonna leave it in.
Dogs belong everywhere.
Yeah, he's something like I'll eat a pizza and he'll be like right there where my thumb's at, and I'm just eating a pizza and he'll just look into the room like, "What you eating?"
Is that some for me? There might be.
Yeah, I give him some. Don't tell my wife. So, but
I give him
obviously,
some in front of your wife.
True. Obviously, you can tell that. I brushed my hair too today, so.
I was so late and I came and I'm like, oh my God, I came. So I did. I got my hair brushed and I put on some, thank God for modern makeup where you could just be like, there, it's done. Good.
So
got that.
I think the best.
I waxed mine.
Bruh. I think the best question that I got for you. We've talked about feeling supernatural and sweet life.
Yes.
So I think the main question that I have for you is let's hear about Kim Rhodes. I want to hear about you. Something that people want to know or, just in general.
You already got it. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, my brain is a scary place to go alone, so I try not to tread there. I don't know if there's anything to share that isn't pretty fucking apparent. Like there we go. Okay, so here's some words that come to me. I would rather you receive your experience of me than me tell you what that experience should be.
That makes sense.
That is beautiful. And that leads to my question. All right, so if you were to get back into acting and everything, since you said you retired, what would your dream role be? We already know you would go back.
I got you. I would want to be one of the companions to a doctor on Doctor Who.
That's awesome.
That would be awesome.
And I would of the Donna Noble variety of the fuck? Wait, what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. Oh, the world's ending. I guess I am then, huh? All right, fine, I guess. Like, I really enjoy the reluctant hero energy. So yeah, I would like to be one of the Doctor's companions. Yeah, or an angel who has said, fuck this hierarchy system, I'm going down to work with goats.
That's exactly what you are. That's exactly what you are.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
can't
even
get that
acting.
role
Yeah.
because you're already doing it.
Right. You're working with goats, and we don't know if you're an angel or not. So
We don't know. I don't know.
I mean-
Maybe that was the part that did the sky high, and it's been wiped.
yeah, yeah. The angel took over your memory, and that's why you don't remember it.
I mean, you never see her in any divine intervention in the same room, so
Absolutely, we might be. I don't know.
just saying. I actually, let's see if I can't see it. So this is one of the things. So just be prepared, by the way, that you are going to get tagged a lot for our promotion.
I'm ready.
So when we get done with this and we put out the episode and promote it and everything, you're going to get tagged by me because I'm doing all the socials.
I don't have notifications on any of my social media, so you go right ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Okay, good, guys. I've always been afraid to tag, people just in general, because when I tag them, it's constant. So
no, it's turned off. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, understand. So I don't know if you can really see this, and I do hope you see at least one promotion. But I made this specifically for you. Let me see if I can't get it closer.
Shiny. It's just shiny.
Turn your phone some.
All I see is shiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for it.
It looks like I see.
Just send it to her.
It looks like a gizmo. What was gizmo? There's the future.
Oh,
the Mogwai.
Yeah.
It looks like I like it. It looked like a gremlin with one ear.
Was it the Mogwai?
Mogwai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gremlin's what they turn into.
Yes.
It's I'll send it to you, and it's basically just a picture of you with your Wayward AF shirt on, flipping it off, and then it's our logo in the background with angel wings.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm very proud of that one. I gotta say.
I love it.
So, well, we've taken up an hour of your time, and we really greatly appreciate you just coming on and talking to us and just being here. We are so happy about it.
I'm really proud that you guys are willing to listen to your hearts and what makes you happy and the relationship that you two have, as opposed to surrendering to like normal.
Oh, we were normal. It would be boring.
That's what I'm saying.
Normal's just a setting on the dryer.
Exactly. It's a societal lie anyway. But I love that you're giving yourself your own games.
Yeah. I mean, screw this guy though. Specifically. Yeah.
That guy.
That guy over there sucks.
Wrong way, dumbass. Wrong way, dumbass.
On purpose.
Do it again. It's this way.
It's called schizophrenia, sir.
Oh my
the guy over there doesn't want me talking about that guy.
I'm trying to make. I'm reversed, so I'm having.
Wait, how'd it go?
I'm like, I'm moving the finger.
Bam.
Wait, what are we doing? Okay, hold on.
There's
we got
Tank.
this. There we go.
There's
there we
Jay.
go. We're almost
Lower your elbow.
There we go.
Hold on.
Jay, your elbow's too high.
Oh.
Lower your elbow.
Lower it.
There you go.
There we go. Oh. There we go. I think
good enough.
it's good enough. It's good enough.
That was very hard. Oh my God.
We're not trying to stress you out.
No, I am sometimes astounded at how hard. I'm like, no, it's not a mirror, Kim. It's the opposite. So just make your brain tell the other hand. And meanwhile, my brain is like, no. I forgot what hands are.
Do you want to shout out? Do you want to shout out your socials? That way people can follow you if you want to.
I'm ridiculous. I copied Matt Cohen for real. I'm Kim Rhodes, the number 4, and Reels, Reals. I will say the only thing I'm going to say is TikTok would not verify me. And somebody pretending to be me has somehow monetized my content. So and has like 52,000 followers. So I am only Kim Rhodes, the number 4, and you. I don't have any more words after that. I don't have any letters after that. It doesn't say CLOS or 32695 or I get. That's not me. And people are free to do what they want, but fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, TikTok won't verify me and I'm not monetized. How come they have, because they understand things. All right, fine, great.
They know the algorithm. If it makes you feel any better,
yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Somebody lost our stuff.
Yeah. So we are locked out of our TikTok. And we might have to make a whole new one.
Bum, 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 bum.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too thrilled about it, but I'm gonna do one more thing. My old phone company is gonna send me a SIM card, and I'm hoping that I can get the number changed back and I can get verified in there.
Oh God! Oh my God!
If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna go online and be like, "Hey, your boy goofed."
It is, yeah.
Because he was like, "I hate this phone," and then his phone screen shattered, and instead of coming to me and being like, "Hey, what can we do with this?" At which point I would have given him an answer. You would think he would have learned that by now. No. Ask him what he did with the phone.
What'd you do with the phone, Jay?
I stabbed it with a sword.
He went straight samurai on it.
Okay, here's the problem, Tank. I understand intellectually that you're making a rational point, but the rest.
No, I love that he did it.
Sides with Jay. Of course you did.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if he had waited, he could have taken it to Verizon, gotten the information off of it, and then done it.
I mean,
I'm not opposed to him destroying it at all.
Here's the problem. When you're talking about stabbing things with swords, generally, if you don't act on the impulse, you're going to be talked out of it. So.
Fair.
I mean.
Right. I have to go be a mom. My child's like, "Mom, where are you?" I'm like, I'm taking care of mommy right now. But yes, is there anything else you need to know before I disappear?
No,
we are golden.
Thank you so much for coming on and just talking to us and just listening to us and momming us. We really, really appreciate it.
It was a blast.
Well, thank you. This was really fun. Thank you for putting up with my flights of fancy that all came out my mouth. So thank you.
You are fine. Tell your daughter we said hello, and I hope everything goes well for the rest of the week or weekend. So.
Yay, and email me when this is done so that I know to look out for you. Because, again, I don't always pay attention to things because they get overwhelming and then I stab my phone with a samurai sword.
Specifically a big one, right? Because that's what it...
Otherwise, it's not although a tiny dagger has the nice finality.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Well, okay,
my boys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
And have a good rest of your weekend.
You as well.
You too. Be safe out there.
Thank you. You too. As safe as we can without losing any of our fun.
Our phones.
Yeah.
Okay. Our phones. Bye.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for us. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. I would say TikTok, but we're having troubles right now.
I mean, you can still follow the TikTok, but
yeah, you can still
do nothing.
But I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll be open by the time this comes out. So make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of our social medias.
Hit that QR code right there.
That QR code right there, and it'll take you to everything. We're also on Twitch as well. We play Fever Dream video games, and
I actually streamed some Spider-Man earlier and Fortnite.
You stream any Agony lately?
That's not child friendly, sir. I found that out the hard way.
All right, guys. We will see y'all guys the next episode. Peace.
Bow! Hit the button.